SVJ. That's the abbreviation for Super Veloce Jota. Super Veloce for super fast, and Jota was a name first given to a one-of-a-kind extreme performance version of the classic Lamborghini Miura back in the 1970s. As you might already have guessed, the name is quite special and has a heavy weight just because of its connection with the Miura. Since the Miura, no car has been given this name, and now the name has returned in the form of the Aventador SVJ. So to start with, the Aventador now has a very big name to live up to. It has to prove to everyone that it is worth the SVJ tag. What has changed then for the Aventador to become the Aventador SVJ? To put it in a nutshell, Lamborghini has gone all in to create the most extreme version of their road-going naturally aspirated V12 monster. They have now focused more on building the emotional connection between the car and the driver, because as we all know, real emotions shape the future. To take the hype to a whole new level, the Aventador SVJ has claimed its title as the King of the Green Hell by setting up a lap record of 6 minutes 44 seconds and 97 milliseconds. So yeah, it's worthy. It surely is. Talking about the exterior design changes on the SVJ, ultra lightweight materials developed for maximum performance give rise to such a breathtaking design. Enhanced aerodynamic profiles, a fully redesigned front end, larger side skirts, the Omega-shaped rear wing, and lighter and higher exhaust outlets are incorporated into the feather-light carbon fiber chassis. A special edition of just 63 examples, known as the SVJ 63, and featuring an exclusive color and finishes, highlights the extensive use of carbon fiber. And as we all know, the Lamborghini Aventador has been one of the wildest looking supercars of the 21st century. With the SVJ, the wilderness has been taken on to the next level. It so closely resembles an actual fighter jet that the elements on the car, such as the wing and the side intakes, would make you feel like the SVJ is just about to take off. It looks even sharper due to all the aerodynamic upgrades it has received. It has got a massive carbon fiber wing in the back, which looks magnificent. Also, the exhaust placement has been changed. Gone is the low bottom triple pipe exhaust. Now we get dual titanium exhaust, just like the ones on the Huracan Performante. This new exhaust placement suits the car much better, and to be honest, the car sounds even more godly now. It's so loud that it can force your neighbors to file a complaint against you for piercing their eardrums in the morning. Unless your neighbors are petrolheads themselves. But you know what is better than a Lamborghini Aventador SVJ Coupe? An Aventador SVJ Roadster. Of course, you would have to pay a few extra bucks to get your hands on one. But with the Roadster comes a whole new experience of driving in the open air with a naturally aspirated V12 behind your back. Moreover comes exclusivity. Lamborghini will build 900 SVJ Coupes, but the SVJ Roadster is limited to a mere 800 examples. The SVJ Roadster is the most iconic form of the Aventador family as well. Lamborghini aerodynamics represent the most futuristic ever designed, the ALA 2.0 system. An aero vectoring ensures the minimum drag on straightaways and the optimal aerodynamic load when cornering. The 770 horsepower naturally aspirated V12 engine inspires awe. Talking about the ALA 2.0 system, it's Lamborghini's way of building a more aerodynamically efficient car. The ALA system is optimized for the Aventador SVJ and is now known as ALA 2.0, which incorporates new air intakes and aero channel designs. The system has been recalibrated, taking into account the enhanced lateral acceleration of the vehicle. The ALA system actively varies the aerodynamic load to achieve high downforce or low drag depending upon the dynamic conditions. Electronically actuated motors open or close active flaps in the front splitter and on the engine hood, and optimally directing airflow in the front and the rear sections. Adding all these things, the SVJ has an aerodynamic efficiency which is 40% more than that on the Lamborghini Aventador SV. For example, if you are flat out in your SVJ, after a certain speed, the ALA will get activated to help you reach those speeds quicker. Here, the front active aero opens first. What this does is that it reduces front downforce along with decreasing the drag coefficient to achieve top speed. and the air is channeled along the flat underbody of the car. Further along, the rear active arrow opens and the exit air slots provide a way for the air to exit and to reduce turbulence. And since the focus is now on top speed, the wing gets angled in a way for minimum downforce and to reduce drag as much as possible. But when you put your foot hard on the brakes, the active arrow works differently. The hood slot sink into work with the ALA and put the car in the maximum downforce mode. You would have heard about torque vectoring, but have you heard about air vectoring? The ALA in the SVJ works even during cornering. The aerodynamic works in a way to clear the air turbulence and allows the car to exit the corner as fast as possible. This system is 30% more efficient than the one we saw on the Huracan Performante, which was the first generation of the ALA system. Now, let me allow every one of you to experience the melody generated from that naturally aspirated Italian V12, which is probably the last of its kind. Take a listen. So that's it for this time. I trust you liked it. If you did, then do share it with your friends and do consider subscribing to Motor Drift for more such content in the future. Also, join in the Motor Drift community by clicking the links in the description below. I would love to have you as a part of it. Till then, ciao.